President George H.W. Bush is lying in state at the nation's capital tonight, and all day Americans passed through to pay their respects to the late 41st president. In fact, his family made even a surprise visit to shake hands with those and also thank them for visiting. Meantime, many government officials also stopped by today to pay their respects. Washington correspondent Petrimoulx talked with Capitol Hill lawmakers today and brings us the personal stories they shared of the 41st president.
Got George Bush here.
Arkansas Congressman French Hill first met George H.W. Bush in 1979. And whether it's eating takeout together when Bush was vice president,
with Mrs. Bush and listen to stories sitting around their fireplace,
or watching top advisors fall asleep during presidential meetings,
kind of prop him up in the meeting,
Hill has plenty of stories about the 41st president.
But I'd say the #1 attribute, friendly, very personable.
The Republican congressman served as part of President Bush's economic team in the early 90s. But Democrats like Tennessee Congressman Steve Cohen also sing the praise of President Bush.
Gracious, dignified, honest.
Tennessee Senator Lamar Alexander served as Bush's Secretary of Education.
Gentleman and well prepared.
Alexander says Bush deserves immense praise for managing foreign policy, but he never asked for it.
He was taught by his mother to be understated and modest, and he always was.
For Congressman Hill, one of his fondest memories came in the dark days after Bush lost his re-election campaign in 1992.
And in walks Dana Carvey holding Mrs. Bush's hands going, "Good to see ya, good to see ya."
Bush invited Carvey to the White House to do his famous impersonation of the president.
You got George Herbert Walker Bush.
It was hysterical.
Hill calls it classic Bush, able to poke fun at himself and always trying to lift the spirits of others. In Washington, I'm Petrimoulx.